Logically organic community acting locally to incorporate design energy alternatives for sustainability. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a house that I built back in the 90s that had R30 walls upstairs, R50 ceiling, R10 polystyrene around the basement walls, and heated with wood. And you could stay away for 3 days, and the walls, the heat would just stay right in there because of the blocks would act as a heat sink. Now, here's a simple little recycling project. That's plastic from plastic gallon jugs, and I take and punch guitar picks out of them and use them to play guitar with. And there's a lot of different other stuff you could make out of plastic, little washers, little other little items that you normally buy, and instead you could use them out of recycled material. But the most important one is through thermal depolymerization. You could take this plastic and break it down into fuel and burn it in your car instead of putting it into landfills all over the place. Here you go. Watch this here. There you go. I'm playing the guitar. Ding 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 ding. Now this one is really something else. Here, got an old Schwinn exercise bike and a little DC motor, and I'm pedaling it and making the light go on. And you got prisoners locked up in cages. They can't even do nothing. You could at least get them to ride some exercise bicycles, generate some electricity. Look at this. I'm running this grinder on there. Look at the sparks off of that thing, and I'm making enough power to run grinders. You could make stuff out of the energy that you're pedaling with there. Now, here, getting a little wood going. We got the wood energy thing. They got a lot of that around here in northern Wisconsin. I'm filling up this little steam boiler that I made, getting the fire going there, and capping it off there. Look at that. Fill up a little water. That's where you get the steam from, duh. And now look at that little old engine from about 1890, up and down piston engine is running that light and making electricity through that little motor. Now look at this here. I got a little steam air tool, and it's a vane pump, and look at that thing go wing, 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 wing. And then you got there's like the way I really want to make a nice steam plant. You could have an outdoor boiler and generate your electricity and make your heat in the wintertime. You wouldn't even have to pay the power company. And look at there. There's a windmill. I built that. And the gearbox and the blades and the tower, I welded together the whole tower, put the whole dang thing up there, and it was generating electricity. Whenever the wind would blow, I'd get electricity off of the wind. Built the whole thing myself. And it worked quite well. You could be sitting down there and the batteries would run low. All of a sudden the wind would blow just like it is in the picture right now, and the lights would get brighter. Worked fine. And I did that back in like 92 when nobody else was doing it. There's a little gauge and a little diode. It's some of the equipment that you need to make it work. It's no big deal. Nothing that they haven't done for 100 years already. Except we're not using it because you got the oil companies that just want you to pay them big money. There's the batteries. There's a little bit of my old garage that I don't own anymore. Here's a solar collector I designed and built with a glass vacuum tube and copper collectors, and it could get up to 300 degrees. So my plan was to use this technology to work a gas refrigerator that would works on an ammonia cycle, and you could keep your house cold with a far lot electricity than the normal compressor type air conditioners. And I never really quite got it going. I applied for a patent, and then I got divorced and lost the house, and the whole project was gone. But I still got the ideas, and it's gotta work. It's some people got to make use out of this now. When I was doing it, nobody liked it, and I lost everything doing it. But now it's popular, so maybe I was ahead of my time. Welcome to the second Patents Pending show. This is the ultra beginning of the second Patents Pending show. You wait and see here. We're gonna have a little fire, little party. You just wait. Okay, got the fire going. This is gonna be a different fire than you ever seen before, man. We're gonna take this wood in this show and we're gonna put this wood power, change it into fuel, run our car off with it this winter. That's what's gonna happen. There you go, look at that. That's the stuff that we burn in slash piles just to get rid of it. Can't you imagine, look at all that heat, look at all that, woof, woof. Can't you imagine like the power of that inside a piston, inside an engine, and your car's going down the road on garbage. We can do it. We don't need this fossil fuel crap. Now, just pay attention to this show. It's coming right up. Now, here's some footage of my favorite one. It's called the Electric Horse, and it's a battery-powered bicycle I put together in about 2002, 2003, and this thing goes up to 30 miles an hour, and it's quite stealthy. It can go through the woods, and I've seen bear and deer on it. It'd be a really excellent recreational vehicle. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's putting a tranny on their electric bikes. Nobody's can pop a wheelie on theirs, and nobody can go through the bush like this one does to this day. And so I got a patents pending on this thing. Look at that. Doesn't patch out as good as that thing, but it really goes as the gasoline-powered one, but you could see a patch in there. Now, here we go. I'm keeping up with them pretty good, and the thing keeps right on going there, and going through the bush, and I've gone over 10 miles on the thing on one charge, and it goes, it works. Nobody else makes, look at right through the bush here. Like I said, you know, it sounds loud in there, but you can hear as I'm talking, you hear it, but it's really quiet. And that hill is way steeper than what it looks. Even you walk up there, you'd be bushed. If you tried to pedal a bicycle up there the time you'd have to call the ambulance having a heart attack. I even almost lose my breath when I ride a bike up there, and I'm pretty healthy for an old fart. Now listen to this. I guess I don't need no